Yo, yo, yo. What's up? My name is Jake, aka Teflon AU, aka Teffy, Jake May, Potty May, Teflon Snake, whatever you want to call me. This is my gaming channel, Teflon AU. Go check it out. We play Apex all the time. Just wanted to make a video quickly on my new channel called Jakey Talks. And I just want to talk about things that I think of in the middle of the night. I go, oh, I should do a video about that. And I write it down. I'm just going to start making videos like this, see how it goes. Um, so, first thing I'm going to say is just with the legal cannabis situation. So, uh, as soon as the government, one thing, the government can be great. The government, as a fact, is corrupt. Everybody knows this. Um, the system is corrupt. We know this. This is a general fact that we have learned to live with. Although there is good parts of the government, they do give us a lot of jobs. They do, um, keep the infrastructure and and the streets clean most of the time. They take the bins out. Um, they do service to us people. Um, but besides just the general maintenance and living that we sort of rely on them for, we know that they're corrupt in many, many ways. We know there's some very disgusting and hard truths that are hard to believe in the government and the in the elite levels and all that kind of stuff. But we're not going down that rabbit hole. This is just my thought that I've had since Australian government legalized, not legalized weed, but made medical marijuana use legal. So basically, if you can't sleep, you go to the doctor, you say, I can't sleep, I've tried everything, can I have some marijuana, please? And they go, yep, no worries, here's your script. Everyone goes, hell yeah, Australia's going in the right direction. And I'm like, wait a second. Wait a goddamn second. Why would they do this? You gotta remember, they're corrupt. So I thought, what would be the reason that they would benefit from this? One, the normal thing would be is most people that smoke weed are pretty chill. You don't see people smoking weed going out and having fights or going smoking weed and crashing their cars into people and getting into altercations on weed. It's just not that kind of drug. It is such a beautiful drug. I don't smoke it anymore, but I used to. But it gave me a lot of problems mentally. I smoked too much. Um, now, it was always at night. I was never a full time smoker during the day. During the week, I would smoke it, but only at night. On the weekends, I still wouldn't smoke it through the day. It's on Saturday, but sometimes on Sunday, that was a smoke day. Get ready for the week. Get up, do whatever, go to the gym, go for a surf, do whatever I wanted to do. Come back midday. I'd just smoke the whole afternoon and just get high, have a good time. Love it. Pro weed, but I have now found out that I think a big part of the problem with it was um, sort of messing with my emotions. Um, I think we all know if you're a full time smoker or you smoke weed regularly that if you don't have it, that you can get quite stressed, quite angry, quite easily, frustrated, and all that kind of stuff. It's fine if you've got it, but if you don't have it, ooh, does it freaking make your skin crawl and you want to freaking, uh, yeah, you want to get angry. Um, I think most people can agree with me with that. If you've got it, you're the most chillest dude in the world, chillest person, girl or guy. But I also do know a lot of people that smoke full time that are absolute lunatics that shouldn't be smoking it. So basically, I stopped. Smoking weed. Back to what I was saying. So the government made it fine to just have it. It's all good. Sweet. All right, we can all smoke it. No, no, no. Something's up. I think that any type of psychedelic substance, weed is a psychoactive. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Um, no, it's a psychotic. So weed is a psychotic substance, right? People take lithium and antipsychotic medications when they have like bipolar and mental disorders, um, when they have anger issues, they take antipsychotics. So I have a perfect example of this. My sister, she is diagnosed with bipolar, drug induced bipolar. It is now just bipolar, but it was definitely drug induced. Um, and she smokes weed and has for quite some time. And she smokes during the day and during the night. She smokes it to function. I always say there's two types of people out there: people that smoke weed, when it comes to weed, people that smoke weed to function and people that smoke weed to dysfunction. I was always smoking weed to dysfunction of an afternoon to get a bit lazy, a bit sloppy, relax, calm myself down after a big day's work, have a good sleep, wake up. Oh, that was a great sleep. Beautiful. That's what I used it for. Sleep aid and to just chill out. People use it all day, every day. And this turns you crazy, I believe. Not all, but most. Um, so my sister now takes lithium for a bipolar and she smokes weed. And the perfect example of this would be a humidifier in your room and a dehumidifier in your room. They're in your brain. So you're taking an antipsychotic and a psychotic. And they're both going, don't be psychotic, be psychotic, don't be psychotic, be psychotic. They're constantly battling in your head. And this is just my layman terms. I'm not a doctor, and this is not proven medical advice, but this is just my general idea and my thoughts on it. But my sister, after taking lithium for many years now, probably 2, 3 years, maybe 4 years, and smoking weed, which we didn't know about, we thought she was only taking lithium and she's been smoking weed the whole time. She's still nuts, and she will still have episodes. And 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, she'll just scream and go nuts and tear the house down, start packing her bags, chucking them in the car. All right, I don't know what's going on, but something, it's just absolute nuttery. And this is bipolar. If you've experienced it, it's very sad and something that keeps me up all night sometimes. And I pray and I cry about it every now and then because it's terrible. Um, I don't think these, I don't think her psychosis and stuff was purely because of weed. She did other drugs as well, amphetamines and all that kind of stuff. I think that was the main reason, but weed does not help, especially when you're taking antipsychotic medication. Don't do this. That's not good. I always said to her, smoke one or the other. Like either smoke weed if that makes you chill out, smoke weed and that's it. Don't take don't take lithium, or just take lithium. Don't smoke weed. Choose one. Don't have both. Terrible idea to have both. Um, and she just goes to the doctor and lies and tells them that she doesn't smoke weed. They just think she's taking lithium. Oh, I wonder why it's not working. Like just just absolute nuttery. Um, but this is where I'm going with this. I think that One. So if we go over to here, um, one, if you smoke weed medically, if you have a medical script for marijuana and you smoke it, and you have a job, and in this job you have to drive a car, and one day out of the 3 years you're working, you crash your car, you hurt someone, you hurt yourself, you will be liable because you will have weed in your system. That means the insurance companies do not have to pay you out if you have them in your system. So, how does taking medical cannabis impact employees' employment? For example, if their employment involves driving a motor vehicle. I did not said that. I knew there was a question here. Is it evidence? Blah 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 blah. To act under the influence. It is an offensive section. Blah blah blah. Yeah, you're under the influence. Yada yada yada. Drivers found to be impaired by prescripted or illicit drugs prescribed. So drivers found to be impaired by prescribed drugs may be prosecuted for more serious offenders, drug impaired driving, driving under the influence of drugs. Okay, so this is a fact. It's not a this is Australian this is an Australian law firm, Mills Oakley. There's heaps of them. You can just go you can say drugs and drugs and compensation. You can Google drugs and compensation cases, marijuana and compensation cases. What are the legalities? Blah blah blah. It all says the same thing. If you found with prescribed drugs in your system, you will not only won't be insured, but you will be charged. So I think that there's an underlying thing of insurance companies. Insurance companies are billion, trillion dollar freaking industry that do not want to pay you. So I think they obviously work together behind the scenes. And now, I'd love to hear in the comments if anyone's gone through a compensation case or like a workplace accident or a driving accident, and they've been in a court case or some sort of issue that, um, yeah, that prescribed marijuana has got in the way with, because I'm assuming it's happening right now and has been since it's been very easy to get medical marijuana. Um, also not only with the physical things like crashing a car or crashing a forklift or something like along those lines, or the physical things that happens, but you can't. So say you work for a place for 10 years, let's say 20 years, let's say 15 years or 5 years, doesn't matter. If you're a vital part of this company, you're an employee that's been there for a while. Um, what it, so and but for the last 4 or 5 years, you've got medical marijuana prescribed to you. This is why. Oh shit. Uh, uh, this is why you wouldn't be able to sue for mental damages. Say they overworked you. Say you're working 15 hours a day and you're not getting paid your overtime, and then you're getting stressed and you want to take stress leave and blah blah blah, or maybe someone harassed you at work and you had mental strength. You want to sue someone for mental anguish, mental pain, mental stress, blah blah blah, harassment, whatever it may be. As soon you've got to remember the courts, the judges, most lawyers, but the judges, the prosecutors, the policemen, they're all old people. Most of them are old people. They're 40 above, 40, 50. They're all in they're 2 generations behind you. So as much as it's legal and marijuana is getting prescribed, it's the people in courts are still old, 40, 50, 60, some 70. I'm pretty sure there's probably judges that are 80 years old that are very anti marijuana. smoke dope, you're a dope. Um, Weed's the gateway drug. All these old slogans and campaigns that used to, you know, if you're just a deadbeat. If you, my dad's my friend's dad just is exactly like this. So there's plenty of people, not just him, but there's so many people. Him, his wife. Um, I can think of so many of my friends' parents that are just like, oh, you smoke weed, you're a bloody dope. You smoke weed, you're a loser. You're bloody dumb, You're dumb, dumb, dumb shit if you smoke that stuff. Cannabis, oh yeah, the gateway drug. Next thing you know, you're smoking heroin. It's not the fact. But you got to remember, judges are old people and they think this way. This is embedded in them. One thing you can't do is change people's minds when they're older. They lived their whole life. They're not going to change their minds when they're 50, 60, 70, 80. You ever try to like change your mum's or dad's mind? You're like, no, but they just, they can't change their mind. Just like you have your opinions on things. And then a 16-year-old says, no, it's like, it's very hard for you to change your mind on opinions that you've lived your whole life based on, because it makes you a hypocrite, but it's also just like a subconscious thing of just you just reject it. It's just like, no, that doesn't make sense. I've never lived like that. That doesn't. I do not agree with it, and you will never change my mind. So when yeah, I just this is what most of these oldies thinks. You know, balance problems, rapid heart rate, red eyes, dry mouth, but memory problems, slower reflexes, anxiety. This is what they'd probably bring up in court. Like if you were to try and take out a mental sort of court case against someone, a compensation of some type in any type, I think you would become dependent, lose their sex drive, have problems with memory, learning difficulties, mood swings, become psychotic. If they have schizophrenia, they have risk of psychosis. All these things would be used against you. So just remember this. I just thought I'd make, I don't know, I just thought I'd gather my thoughts and just show you this because I believe, you know, you feel like, I'm insured, it's all good, I'm driving to work, I'm insured. If you smoke medical marijuana, you're not insured. And yeah, as soon as it went, as soon as it went legal and acceptable for the government, I went, nah, something's up. And I think this is a way for insurance companies not to pay you out. I don't know. These are my thoughts. This is Jakey Talks. Hope you like it. Like and subscribe. Sorry, there's no editing. I just want to do these things, bang them out. Want to get them out there. More to come. I've got a bunch of other topics, problems with things, conspiracies, those types of stuff. And yeah, peace and love, baby. Take it easy. Keep smiling. Bye.